Uh, what's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Enjoyed that burp. Enjoyed that burp. Belch. Sorry, it's a belch. Men belch. Babies burp. Yeah. Not much going on. Pretty chill this week. Yeah. Just doing dailies again. Genshin, like I said, has been getting pretty boring lately. And the 1 year anniversary was pretty terrible. I ain't gonna lie. They did a terrible job for the 1 year. So stingy on the prizes. It's like really a shame. I was watching people's videos and people just bitching a storm about it. I'm like, I don't blame them. Like the Mihoyo's being so fucking cheap. Like really, Mihoyo? Gotta stop being so just goddamn stingy with your rewards. Make so much goddamn money on this game. Make millions of dollars. Like they make like probably hundreds of millions. Or tens of millions, whatever. It's like they make a shit ton of money. No excuse why they can't afford to give you decent rewards. Like hell, they should give you like 10 pulls, give you a free character. It's like, hey, here's our thank you, for supporting us. It wouldn't cost them a goddamn cent. They wouldn't have to. It's all digital goods. What would it cost them? It's just a button. They don't even want to do that. No, let's make you do dumb shit, web events, and we'll give you like 100 gems. Like, oh boy, 100 gems, so generous. It's just like, my God, like this just such a cheapskate, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of people that actually been quitting this game because of Mahoyo's bullshit. And the characters lately have been really lackluster. Like the balancing is just terrible right now. All the new characters are like really bad, except like Ball. And I heard they nerfed Ball too. Like the Kokomi is like really fucking garbage. And Mia's bad too. Ayaka's okay. She's not amazing. She's good though. But there's a lot of people saying that the toolkits with the new characters just don't feel like Mihoyo doesn't care at all. Like Mihoyo's just like, hey, whatever. Let me get easy. Also, no balance patch. Like no balances to any of the previous characters. They're not buffing them. They're not like updating their move sets or nothing. Like characters that need help. Like everybody should be getting buffs. And they don't because we're cheap asses. The rewards, like I said, for these events, is just god awful. They should really be giving you some juicy rewards, but they don't. Like Mahoyo thinks they're doing good. I'm like, no, you're not. You're doing terrible.
Time to begin work?
Like Mahoyo's been screwing up lately. I really wish Mahoyo would get their shit together. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why people are quitting this game. Just also the end game is really pissing me off in this game. I hate the end game in this game. It's so bad. It's like there's nothing in this game for end game. Like, why is there not new end game events? Why do we only still have one after a year? We got Spiral. That's all we have. I don't understand, like, where Mahoya, the brains are. Don't get it. Don't really get it. Doesn't make any sense to me. I really don't know what Mahoyo is thinking right now. They just seem like they're just... I don't know. I just don't... Like, they're like, guys, you need to fix, like, the stuff that's in the game. Add, like I said, balance patches, improve characters, add more in-game content. You know, it's cool that you're adding new areas and stuff, which is nice, but you gotta focus on other stuff, too. You know, add on the multiplayer. Make the multiplayer better. You know, they don't do that. It's like, it's almost like they don't care. It's like, hey, we don't care. You're gonna start seeing the updates start suffering, and then they just like, I don't know, it just feels like, well, it was, I don't know, I hope they're not getting their lazy mode, where they're just gonna start making really half-ass updates, and then they just like, oh yeah, we don't care anymore, we're just gonna take our sweet-ass time and do the most minimalistic work. Then people start noticing it, and like, oh yeah, they're not really updating this game anymore, they're just milking it. At that point, you just need to stop spending money. Like, I've already stopped spending Battle Pass. I'm done with that shit. I want to do that again. And if it gets to the point where the game gets that boring, I might just stop spending money on the Welcome Moon too. At that point, I might think, you know what? Maybe they need to just not play this game anymore for a while, like a long time, 6 months or something. I don't know.
Access denied. Incoming. Cut to the chase. No touching. Don't blink. This is long overdue. Speed of light.
the goddamn drop rate with prototype weapons. I'm getting so sick of that shit not dropping. Ugh. Big flaw. I hate the prototype system in this game. It's so bad. Like, getting prototype weapons is like pulling teeth. It's so much time spamming bosses, hoping it's gonna drop, and it just never drops.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid
Look,
option.
it's not that good of a resource. It's 4-star weapons.
Passable effort.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
So quick to flee. Run all you like.
Don't blink.
Making some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick. Break. All you do is run. No use hiding back there.
Help! Leader is attacking me. Lord of Ice and Frost.
All you do is run.
Incoming.
Raising a single.
I will not go quietly. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Don't blink.
Something else catch your eye?
Access
No
denied.
use hiding back there. All you do is run. Has your luck run out? I'll crush you.
No ingredients. For Rex weapons. I'll protect us. Out of the frying pan. No touching. Speed of light. Access denied. Don't blink. Nice and spicy. No touching. Let the show begin. Hi.
Die here.
Incoming. Access denied. Nowhere to hide.
Need to recover.
Getting sick of nothing dropping. 5% drop rate bullshit. Almost done with that. I don't have to do much else.
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
Born of ice and frost. Complete.
Bishop!
Speed of light. I'll protect us. Incoming. This is long overdue.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Let's dance. Oh, no.
Today,
Light.
you witness your reckoning!
Let the show begin.
Crumble!
Cut to the chase. Bubba, get them. No touching. Must press.
What's up, Milo? How you doing?
I'm a little low on energy, born of ice and frost. I'll protect us.
What's up, Ninja? How you doing? Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just busy fighting.
Enraged Earth will not absolve you! You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not. Come to experience an eon of suffering.
Let the show begin. I can't stop now, they need me. Speed of light. Nice and spicy. Stairs. Oh, go farther, go. Hi.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Oh, shit.
15 sands show not the mountain permanence.
Incoming. Access denied. Nowhere to hide.
Back to the Earth! I will not be destroyed.
Who do I main in Umineko? I don't remember what was the name of that chick. I used the maid girl, the joke character. Yeah, I forgot her name. I don't remember the characters' names very well. I know what they look like. I'm not good. I'm not the greatest with names. What was the girl's name? I don't remember her name. Lumineko.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
I used her and the boxer chick, the blonde haired girl. That was my team. I didn't play like a whole shit ton, you know. Yeah, I wasn't like a huge fan of it. The only reason I liked it because it was part of the Umineko world.
If you ever have any questions.
Oh, yeah, that's about it though, dude. How you been otherwise? If you're still there. Like I said, you guys were probably talking to me when I was doing the fight. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Doesn't sound familiar. Sorry. I never watched the series, or you know, I'm not very educated on it.
You're trembling. Is it the code or just cowardice? Ha! Detestable.
Boba, get them! Complete.
searing reckoning.
No ingredients. Let's dance.
Dance, my pretties.
Nice and spicy. Incoming. Speed of light. Scuffling. Speed of light.
Not every wound will heal.
I'll protect us.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Nice and spicy. Born of ice and frost. Scuffling. It's on fire. Access denied. Incoming. No touching.
Who dares?
Scuffling.
Be
Nowhere to hide.
a witch.
Gotta lucky that. Nice and spicy. Access
Not every
denied.
wound will heal.
This is long overdue. Next on me. Speed of light. One. Ah. Hi, hi. Hey.
Ah!
Huh. Huh. Yeah. Out of the frying pan.
Ah! Sword comes down. I never asked for redemption. Never.
Shit again, man. Piss, 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 man. Always piss. Prison. Dailies. How much do I need? Need 600. Just gotta do one 650, 675. Shane can do pressing bounties, it's easy. Don't have to do that one, don't have to do that one, don't have to do that one. It's done. Good, I already finished it. Okay. Money's done. Just need to do easy. Easy. Yeah, not much else, middleman. Just got 2 more days till Melty Blood. Wednesday evening, I think it's gonna be release date for Steam. They say it's supposed to be the same time as the PS4 version, from what I heard. So I'm just waiting for that. So it'll be 9 o'clock on Wednesday. No, that'll be fun. Yeah, still contemplating whether I just want to take a break from Genshin because I'm getting to that point where I'm honestly don't even want to log in and do dailies because it's just getting so repetitive. They really need to bring out some worthwhile content and really make some major changes so you have incentive to like actually grow your characters because I feel so stagnant right now.
Ever seen one of these? The fuse is lit.
I must withdraw.
Yeah, just one of those things like they just really need to add more interesting stuff to this game so it's worth doing. There's so much. There's just so much that could be fixed in this game, and they're just not fixing it. Systems need to be fixed. The game multiplayer needs to be better. There needs to be way more in-game activity. Like, my God, like you guys need to improve that like, by a lot. I think the end game is the biggest problem with this game. It's just there's just none of it. Make the game really boring because you just do one end game event. That's it. And it's like, oh, that's the end of that. Repetitive doing Spiral. I get sick of doing it. I know I can beat it. It's nothing interesting. Oh, you saw me, but you saw me. Yeah. But I have been contemplating taking a break from this game for a while. Maybe go away for like a half a year or something. Get away from there so I can wrap. He's not gonna let me go. So mean. Why don't you leave me alone?
Flash. Fire hazard.
He's killing his wife.
Looks like I went too far.
I like how they're still like attacking me, even though I'm not even anywhere close to them. What the fuck? I'm supposed to disappear. Yeah. Yeah, I've been contemplating it more and more. Inazuma was cool, but there need to be more than what they're doing now. I think that even with Inazuma, it's still not enough content. There needs to be way more than what we. So minuscule. And it's like, I love the game and all, but it's been really getting on my nerves lately. It's like, I play it and I'm just like, man, I hate doing dailies. It's feeling like Final Fantasy XI's felt for me when I was getting towards the end of it. Sort of just literally becoming dailies all the time. Like, oh look, there's nothing to aim for. Like,
Up, up, and away.
no incentive to grow. It's like, oh, I can level up to 90. I don't know why I would. There's no reason to. It doesn't add anything. It doesn't give me anything. It's not really worth doing.
Glory to the Shogun! You're stuck now! Move the ship down! I swear by my sword! That didn't count! Got something for ya. Ever seen one of these?
Yeah. Well, like I said, maybe it's for the best. I take a break for a while. Back in like a year or something. See if the game gets better. I mean, it's not like I said, I'm not like I really missing much. Well, the only way I'd probably stay playing is if the login process was automated. Or I didn't even have to log in. I just hit a button and it does it for me. Then I wouldn't mind doing that. Even then, it's like just doing dailies all the time is just so monotonous. Even if I only got to do it for like 20 minutes, still a lot of I gotta do. It's just like, fuck, man. How much dailies? The amount of dailies you do in this game, just again, I think it's just really repetitive. It's just like every other game when we get to the end. Thing is, the game that doesn't even have an end yet. It just takes forever to these parts just to keep coming out. Waiting so long for shit to get finished, and it just takes forever. When's it? It's like, when's it coming? When is the next big update? And even the updates, like, oh, we're introducing new islands. Like, oh, that's cool for like a week. You're literally done with it in like less than a week. Do your thing and like, oh, cool, all these new areas and new chests and stuff. I mean, had to have more than that. You gotta give me a reason to like do the stuff, otherwise I don't have any motivation to do it. I think that's what's killing me, is like I don't have any motivation to keep doing the dailies, because it's just the only motivation is the gems. The only motivation. Without the gems, I would have no interest in doing this, because I'd be like, I know how to do this. I've done this God knows how many times, and it's not interesting to watch. It's like I'm literally on repeat every day doing the same exact thing. Getting any closer to the end of the game, you know. Not doing a bunch of missions or, you know, finding new content or doing new endgame fights. None of that shit. All this. All this damn thing is. There it is. Really, the only reason I do this shit is just because of the gems. If it wasn't for the gems, I would not do dailies. The only reason why I do it. There's really no other reason. Like, oh, look, currency to buy characters. That's all you do it for. Other than that, it's a waste of time. Yeah, maybe it's a sign. Maybe I should just leave this game for a while. I am starting to feel the burnout. I really am. It's like I hate it when I love a game, really love it so much, and it's like I'd love to keep playing it if there was more incentive to. But the incentive is so little right now because there's just nothing to do. Such a great game, but there's so little to do. That's what's kind of aggravating. I would love to do more. If the game let me. Cooking. Let's see. Get close to my pity. Getting pretty close. I think I'm like 5% away. My pity, I think. Let's see. I am. How many am I away? I think I'm page 12. Page 12. So 6 times, that's what, time 11, that's 66, 78, 69. I'm at pulse 70 right now. Yeah, I'm 5 away from soft pity. So 5 stars coming pretty soon. Once I get my 5 free gems, 5 free pulls from the shop. It's gonna be in 4 days. Yeah, I think maybe I'll make my decision whether I'm gonna keep playing. Maybe when my Welcome Moon runs out. Because I have 9 days left on it. Maybe that'll be the sign where I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna renew it. I'm just gonna play normal. I mean, it's only $5, but
We've got nothing else to do. Why don't I tell you a story?
let's see. Nothing else to do is that. What's up, nothing? How you doing? What's going on with you? Yeah, it just came on me talking about Genshin, about me contemplating whether I should take a break because I'm getting kind of bored of the game. But there's nothing to do, and there's trends online. People feel the same way. A lot of people have been quitting lately because Mihoyo has been kind of slipping up on the updates. Have been really lacking. I'm doing fine. Just like I said, I'm contemplating whether to basically if I want to keep playing this game.
Seen by the commission.
It's a good game. It's just there needs to be more stuff to do in this game. It's really bothering me. Yeah, dude, the anniversary awards, I was so pissed when I saw that shit. I was like, what a joke. Anniversary roads are so insulting. Like, wow, Mihoyo. Like, fucking for real? That's how you treat your fans? Like, love your game, and you fucking do the most half-assed rewards, man. Like, talk about just, like, being cheap, man. Like, real cheap asses, dude.
All hail. Don't blink. Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Let the show begin. Hey, born of ice and frost. Incoming. Nice and spicy. Don't blink. No touching.
Yeah, no. That's the thing, yeah, the in-game content in this game is trash. Like, it is absolute trash. I hate the in-game content in this game. It is so lacking. So bad. Like, you got one goddamn thing that you do in this game, and I'm just like, I'm sick and tired of just doing one thing. It's so monotonous and lacking in variety. It's like, you guys have, this game has been out for a fucking year, and you have not added any in-game content to this game. It's like, come on. Like, you gotta give us more than just Spiral, for God's sakes. Give us something to aim for, you know? Give us a reason to get stronger. Give us a reason to level characters, you know? Give us something to aspire towards. But you don't even do that, you know? Don't give us anything to aspire towards. Yeah, that's basically all. That's what the game's become for me. I'm literally just logging in, logging out. Honestly, my desire is to log out as fast as possible. That's really my desire at this point, is to get out as quick as I can. That to me is more the goal than actually playing. Is getting my stuff done as quick as possible, just so I can log out and do something else. So it's at the point of, man, I wish I could just hit a button and just let it do it for me. Like, I don't even have to log in. Like, not even have to see the game. Because at that point, it's making me kind of, like, sick of seeing the game in a sense. Because I kind of dread the dailies. It's like, oh, I love the game. If I keep looking at it, I'm going to start hating it. It's like it's a love relationship, you know. I love this game, but at the same time, I don't.
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny.
It's like being torn, you know.
Embrace the ice. My apologies. Worthy opponent.
Damn it. Took a dash to move.
Barbados, got this. Delve into death by royal fate is upon you. Whirling snow. Shadow raven, let night fall. Shadows of fate. Sakura swirl. Written in the stars.
Yeah. I mean, but that's not really an answer. I mean, making new accounts is not the answer to fixing this game. It really isn't. You're just like, I honestly, I had the most fun in this game day one, man. I was a pig in shit. Like, holy crap. It was like, that's the best time with most games is right at the beginning when it's just like it's a sensory overload because there's so much to do. You know, there's like, oh, let me look here. Like, what's this? What's that? There's so much the discovery, you know, figuring things out and just, you know, in taking everything in. That's the best feeling ever with a game when you just like, oh my fucking god. Like, it's such a high. And now I'm at the opposite end of the spectrum where I have nothing to look forward to. I'm just repeating the same shit all the time. I'm not gonna make another account. I already did this once. I'm not doing it again. This is my account, you know. It's just one of those things that and Mihoyo needs to do something. I think Mihoyo is gonna lose millions of players if they don't. If they just keep doing what they're doing and just not change anything and just like, oh, we're not gonna add anything. We're just gonna keep doing our same bullshit. They're gonna lose millions of players. I really do. Really, they're gonna lose a lot of money.
Odds revealed.
That's pretty sad. The game's only been out a year and it's already losing traction. You know, it's like, I see it. The numbers have been going down. Like, yeah, because you guys aren't, you're not giving us what we want. Being stingy.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
My apologies. Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you. Kami-sato. Sumetsu. Opponent.
Just trying to do the update thing.
Shadows of fate.
This will do.
Whirling snow.
This battle.
I swear by my sword.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the thing is, I'm an AR-57, man. I'm high, dude. I'm like, you know, up there. I'm with the, like, in a sense, with the elites. You know, I'm really high on my rank. You know, I play a lot. I have like thousands of hours on this game. Like I've played this game a shit ton. I played since day one launch. I have not taken a break, and I've played every single fucking day. Yeah, that's no joke. I have played 365 days straight of this game without a break. I'm very dedicated. But it's one of those things of, you know, I started feeling the burn like around 1.3, 1.4. Got all those filler updates. Yeah, I'm AR-57, dude. So, I'm about, what, I'm over halfway to AR-58. What's up, Artemis? How you doing? Yeah, it's just, you know, I love the game, but yeah, I will say like update 1.4 to 1.6 was garbage, man. That was some garbage ass updates. I hated that shit, man. That was like just all the filler shit. I was like, oh my god, fuck this filler crap, man. So much filler crap, dude. It was that was probably my biggest boredom. Was when it was just 3 updates straight of just filler, man. It's like, what is all this fucking filler? Like, give us, like, content. Stop giving us dumb, you know, events and just, you know, occasional new character. Like, it was just so lazy. Like, wow, like, if this is what the game's gonna turn into, that's gonna be every update, I'm done. If I knew for a fact, that was the future of the game, I would have quit. I'd be like, you know, I don't want to quit, but at the same time, like, I can't deal with that shit. It's like, fuck this, like, annoying, pointless updates. Like, really, no one likes this shit. Stop acting like this is what people want. No, nobody wants this.
Let me
Like, give us good shit. Give us real content, you know? People want to have goals. Like, give us reason to aspire to be greater.
Whirling snap decided by destiny. Embrace the ice.
This will do.
Take flight. Fate is upon you. My royal
Cut down. Like this.
Alright, man, nothing. You take care. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Well, they do put events, I guess, but it's like... The thing is, as much money as Mohoyo. I'm excited. I'm excited. Melty Blood type Lumina. We're 3 days... Well, we're actually 2 days away, believe it or not. It comes out Wednesday. Because it's Wednesday in Japan, they said it comes out Wednesday at 9 p.m. So we should get it at Wednesday at 9 p.m. So it's about, what, 2.5 days? So, like I said, we're about 2 days away. But yeah, as far as Artemis, yep, that is true. I'm not joking. Can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to. I'm so excited about Melty Blood. I really am. I'm really pumped, dude. Really, really, really excited. Honestly, I wanna put this game away for Melty Blood. Like, let me just enjoy Melty Blood for a while. Like, I want to play it for like weeks on end and just really just sink my teeth into it. Just enjoy the game. and learning it, figuring out stuff, getting better at it, listening to the good music, just overall, it's just a nice new experience. Because I have not sat down and played Melty Blood in like over 10 years. So it's like, it's definitely going to feel really refreshing just to play that series again. And it's a new game too. I mean, I could play the older games, but in a sense, I like playing newer stuff. I want to play something new. A lot of people say, well, you just play the old shit. I don't want to play the old shit. I played the old shit before. It's the experience of something new. That's what I want. I hate when people say, just play the old shit. I did play the old shit. I played it to death. I don't want to play the old shit anymore. I want to play the new stuff. Like, give me something new, something fresh. Something, it's familiar, but it's new. It's different. Something... It's something that you still have to learn. And the whole experience is different, so that makes it really appealing. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying, Lide, I was thinking about giving this game up for a bit. Like, I'm getting to that point where I don't even want to play this anymore. Because it's just getting so redundant. It's like I play it and I'm just like, all I do is dailies. That's all I fucking do in this game. I don't do anything else. It gets really, really, really repetitive. Like, not in a good way. And it's like, man, I don't want to play this. Like, it's kind of sad. You think about that. You're like, really, you don't even want to play it because it's just so repetitive. Even though you love the game. It's because it's like, I love this game. I do. I love it with all my heart. It was my 2020 game of the year. It really was. Like, this game was my game of the year last year. Like, fucking had so much enjoyment. Like, I couldn't put the controller down. I was so addicted to it. And then now the Steam ran out. And it's because of, MiHoYo is not giving us what... He's not giving us what we want. It's not giving the fans what we want. We want more. Like, it's so bare now. It's great for people that have just started. Like, people that are just starting to play the game. Great. It's fucking amazing. But for people like me who have, like, just rounded this game out back and forth, like, I've done everything known to man, there's nothing for us. We're just sitting there twiddling our thumbs waiting for the next update, and then the update comes, we destroy it, like, in a week, and then we're back to square one again. I wait 5 weeks doing absolutely nothing again. All I'm doing, time to do my battle pass again. I'm like, I'm not enjoying this, The thing is, it's getting to the point, Artemis, where I don't even want to log in and do the dailies. That's how annoyed I'm getting. I don't even want to log in for the dailies. That's how bad it's getting for me. Well, when 2.0 came out, that was actually pretty beefy. That took me 2 weeks to beat. And I was really playing a lot. Like, it was really enjoyable because it was just new enemies, new areas, new secrets, new missions, new quests, new boss fights. There was a lot to take in. It was like, oh shit, there's so much to do. But you can see I've already annihilated the whole thing. I've got almost near 100% progress. I got 98%. It's the only part I haven't filled out. Is there's a couple chests I haven't found. I have 100% on everything in all the other 4 zones. Like, that's the only part I'm missing. But all the missions, all the quests, it's like I have nothing left to do. All the other areas are full 100% completed. Yeah, last arc moves are for all characters. I'm just at that point right now where it's just, the thing is, I want more. I really do want more. I want so much more. It's like, I need something to aspire towards. It's nice when we get a whole new area, a whole new continent. I'm like, oh shit, there's so much to do, so much to look for, so much to explore. But it's just like they just come so slow though. Like look how it took almost a year for fucking this area to open up. A year. It's too long. It's too long for me. I can't sit there and just wait and wait and wait and wait. I'm like, oh my god, I already want the next area. Like, give it to me already, but I know it ain't coming. We ain't gonna get it till 3.0. We're not gonna get a new. We are not gonna get a new area until 3.0. That's the truth. We're not gonna get a new area. This is not gonna be coming out till probably fucking another year. I'm like, oh my god. Like, how long is it gonna take for them to open up all the areas? What, 8 years? I guess too fucking long. I don't want to wait that long. Like, I'll be deadly bored of the game by then. Even like I said, even though I'm only playing for like, yeah, the beginners are fine. Like the beginners, the people that are just starting. Like if you just started the game today, oh man, you have so much you can do. But if you're in the opposite end of the spectrum, where you're like me at the end game has nothing to do. It's like Spiral. It's like, oh, I can do Spiral once every 2 weeks. Okay, I'm done with Spiral. Nothing to do. Yeah, 7 years is too long to unlock everything. That's way too fucking long. It's just asinine to make me wait that long just to finish the game. And the thing is, I want to see the end. I want to see the end of this game. I want to see this game completely open up. See the whole map, see the whole what the whole game entails. You know, I want to see it come to fruition. It's just, man, 7 years, dude. 7 years, man. That's a long time, man. That's a long time. I don't think I have it in me to wait to play this game 7 years straight. I don't think I have it in me, and I'm pretty dedicated. I don't think I could last. I think I'd go crazy because I'd be like, "Yep." I mean, I'm already getting frustrated. I'm only a year in. I'm already frustrated with the game because I'm dedicated when I'm passionate about something. I'll play the crap out of the game, like immensely when I'm in my mode. I'm like, I will fucking glue my eyes to the TV and put so much work into my characters and play the game. But man, if you don't give me any aspiration to continue, I'll just drop it hard. I'll just give up. I'll just quit. Because it's just like, oh yeah, I'm sure coronavirus isn't helping. I know that for a fact. But at the same time, MiHoYo needs to be more mindful of its player base because they're making so much money. Like, MiHoYo is on fire right now with how much money this game is making. Like, my God, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars. And it's like, you have no excuse not to give people what they want. Because it's like, I feel like I feel MiHoYo's getting comfortable with this game. They're just like, oh yeah, we don't need to really try hard anymore. We're just gonna do the most minimal thing because we got the game. Basically, we got everybody hooked. You know, look at the characters they've been bringing out. A lot of them have been really bad. Like, fucking Kokomi is really terrible 5-star. They say she's like for a 5-star water user, she is garbage. I was like, wow. I was looking at people like review her and said, wow, she's such a mediocre healer / DPS character. It's like, why use her when you like? Some people say Barbara's better. I'm like, damn, Barbara. Like Barbara's like a 4-star, but she's a better healer than her. It's like I'd rather have Barbara and Mona than have her. You know, it's like, ouch. And then Yoimiya wasn't very good. Ball guy, I think got nerfed into the ground. Like, she's not that good either. Like, she's good, but she's not as good. I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? Why are you making the characters so weak? Oh, no problem, Mila. We're just talking about Genshin, how Genshin's not in a good state right now. So I think Genshin is going to suffer with the player base because I'm noticing a lot of people are quitting. And I'm getting to that point too where I'm honestly thinking about quitting. Just because I'm tired of not having anything to do. I really am. And the gems are not holding me. I don't want to feel like the gems are the ones holding me hostage. You know, I don't want the gems to hold me hostage where the only reason I play this game is for the gems. And that's the truth. I'm at the point of the game where I'm just playing it for the gems. Yep, 2 days away, man. We're only 2 days away from Melty. I'm excited. Believe me, I am. I've been thinking about it. Been dreaming about it. We're not far away, man. We got Wednesday night. Wednesday night is the release date. Believe me, I'm excited. Believe me, you don't have to tell me. I'm super excited about it. But yeah, I just think Mohoyo is just resting on its laurels right now because they don't have to try hard because they got everybody hooked on it. But I think if they start seeing millions of players just you love to see it, yep. I think if they saw millions of players quit this game, like in large chunks, I think Mohoyo would do something because if they start seeing a large amount of their player base just leave, they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" Because they would be like, "Why are so many people leaving?" Like you gotta put your foot down and like, "Hey guys, like seriously, get your shit together." Like you gotta do something. Your strategy of how you're doing your updates, you have no roadmap. Where's the fucking roadmap? You don't have a roadmap for this game. Holy shit! How can you not have a roadmap? Like really? As much money as you fucking make with this game, you can't give us a roadmap? Like serious? My God. But yeah. And then I'm tired of like the currency system. Yeah, I mean, well, maybe it needs to happen. Maybe it needs to happen. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna make my decision when my Welcome Moon runs out. I literally might end up quitting the game and just saying, you know what, I'll come back in a year. But as of now, I just honestly just want to do my dailies and not play. I love the characters. I love the stories. Love the music. It's just gotta give me more than what you're giving me, man. It's like fuck, man. You gotta give me more than this, man. I'm like biting on a steak with just the bone. I'm just gnawing on the bone, like trying to get any little piece of meat on it. That's how I feel right now. I'm just starving. I'm starving for real, like real content, and I'm just not getting it. So I'm just like, well, not feeding me. So but also at the same time too, maybe it's a good idea I just stop playing just because I can play other games. I can finish other games I want to finish. I can finish Ease 9. I can go back and finish Ender Lilies. I can go finish, all my other games. Like the only reason I play this game during the week is because it's short. Because I usually go to bed by like 5 in the morning, so I play for like 3 hours. But it's a lot of times I don't even last that long. I last like an hour. Sometimes I last 30 minutes. So like I might just stop streaming. What I might start doing altogether, and I think this will probably be the best compromise. I'm just going to stop streaming this game. I'm just gonna log in, do my quick dailies, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and just log out. I'm not even gonna stream it. That's what I need to do. That way I don't feel, to keep it, at least I could keep updated, but at the same time, I don't have to worry about, like, streaming it. I could stream other games. Maybe I need to do that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I know you guys watch me play Genshin. I'm pretty sure my channel gets me bored of watching me stream this game. Because I just all I do is like you look at my streaming history of this. All I stream is dailies. That's this whole fucking game I've been doing for like God knows how many months I've been doing that. And I think a lot of people come in here and they're just like, oh God, you're doing it again. And I can imagine like the boredom or just like people just don't want to come here anymore because I'm just playing this one game, not playing anything else. I kind of feel bad because I'm usually better about being more variety with my games, and I feel like Genshin just kind of just took over everything. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna stream Zerd, man. Not with that netcode. Not with that netcode, man. Give me rollback and then I'll play it. Besides, I'm kind of anti Guilty Gear right now because of Strive. I'm like boy. I'm I'm kind of boycotting Guilty Gear right now. I'm pretty much anti Guilty Gear because of Strive. I'm literally really salty with Strive. I don't really want to look at Guilty Gear. I know Exord's a great game, but I'm at this point where I'm like, you know what, Melty needs to be the new game for me. I want Melty to blow my mind away. And honestly, Strive can eat shit. And I hope Melty just shoves its dick up Strive's ass and tells it to go fuck off. Like that's how I feel right now about Guilty Gear. Like, you know what? I hope Melty Blood just blows it away and just gives Strive the bird. Big old middle finger. Go fuck yourself, man. Like, go fuck your game, dude. Fuck your goddamn piece of shit game. Like, seriously, man. You just ruined that series. And I can't stand people watching it. I mean, I can't stand watching people play it. I can't stand, like, the only good thing that comes out of Strive is the music. But even the latest music tracks, particularly, what's her name? Jacko, was just, wow, this music's fucking kind of whack, you know? I liked Gold Loose's theme was fucking badass. That song I listened to a lot. But his character design was just like, ugh, not that great. And then nobody really uses them. And then Jacko is just like a meme. And her song is not, I don't think, very good for a Guilty Gear song. It doesn't even feel like Guilty Gear at all. When I'm listening to her theme, I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? This ain't fucking Guilty Gear. What the hell is this game? That's what it feels like. It's just like there's so many choices with this game. Where it's just like, I don't know you anymore, man. Like, what are you? Like, what the fuck kind of abomination are you? Like, you've strayed so far from your roots. And you just look at that person and go, I really don't know who you are anymore. Yeah, Jacko's theme I think is the worst theme in Strive. That's no joke. I think Jacko's theme is the absolute worst theme. It is like it's for a song it's okay. I don't mind it as a song. It's just not a Guilty Gear song. Yeah, I love Juno. Juno's fucking sick, dude. Like Juno's a nice theme. It's not the best theme, but it's a good theme. And like it's like, oh yeah, definitely let's play some Juno. Like sweet. But man, you fucking hear her new song. That's how much I don't care about her theme. I don't even remember the name. That's how much I don't care. I literally uploaded her theme when it first came out. I was like, oh, Jacko, cool. And I listened to it one time, and I was just like, oh yeah, fuck this song. I didn't even want to listen to it. I didn't even want to listen to it more than once because it just didn't hit me at all. Like I was just like, well, this is not. Again, the first thing I said was, this isn't Guilty Gear. What's this song? Like, who the hell? Who is this for? Like, I don't get it. What is my streaming schedule? I stream Monday through Friday. Well, Sunday to Thursday I stream usually 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. It depends what happens. Sometimes I get off at 4. Obviously, it's 4 right now. I'm probably going to be on for like 30 more minutes. I'm going to go to sleep. But yeah, usually till 5. It depends, honestly. If I'm having a good time and I'm enjoying a game, I'll stream. I'll stream up till 7 in the morning. If I got nothing to do, because I don't have to necessarily go to bed at 4 or 5. I don't have to. I don't, like, if I have nothing to do, I can go to bed fucking till 7 in the morning. That's fine. Get up at 2. I start work at 5 at night. So, as long as I get up, I don't get up later than 3 p.m. I can stay up till technically 8 o'clock if I want to. But that doesn't happen. I'd have to really be in a fantastic mood playing a game for me to stay up that late. But usually, yeah, about 5 o'clock, that's kind of like my deadline. That's like when it's just kind of the usual, like 2-3 hour stream. But lately, I've sometimes dropped off in 30 minutes. I'd be playing for 30 minutes. I'll just drop off. I'll just be like, I'm done for the day. See ya. Because I don't want to play Genshin. So, yeah, Royal Sprite. Like I said, Guilty Gear Strive has good music. I'm not denying that. There's nothing wrong with Strive's music. Strive has some banging tunes. But that's all it's got. It's got good graphics, good music for the most part, and then that's all it's got. That's all that Strive's got going for it. It's got nothing else. The gameplay is just boring. It's shallow. It's limited. I don't feel pumped when I play the game. I feel like everything else is intense except the game. That's what's sad. It's like you have all these other factors that are good, and then the gameplay just like, what the fuck? Where did the gameplay go? Like, I would have rather the graphics not been as good and not have the vocals and that's okay. I will say this much: I don't really care for the vocals in Strive. I don't. I think vocal songs. I prefer the non-vocals for Guilty Gear than vocal. So I think the vocals for the most part feel forced. And I will say another thing I don't like about the vocals. Too repetitive with the same 2 people singing. It's always Daisuke or it's always that one chick. I forgot her name, the girl that sings the girl songs. But it's always those 2 people. As much as I love Daisuke, it's like, dude, you're the only guy that sings. Like, it's always the same voice for every fucking song. And when it's a girl, it's the same goddamn voice with every girl. So it's like, why can't you have like 4 or 5 different vocalists so it doesn't sound so tedious? So, yes, you don't like Strive's soundtrack, Lita, at all. Like I said, it's not my favorite. I think Exert's soundtrack is far superior to Strive's. And Texas soundtrack is probably still the number 1 for Guilty Gear. I think Strive it's good. It's passable. It's not the best. Ruby? Okay, nothing. You take care. You take care. Good seeing you, man. Yeah, Exert has a lot of bangers. Ruby. I've never watched Ruby before, like the anime. I watched Ruby Chibi. The little chibi character Ruby. I thought that was kind of cute. I actually watched a few episodes. That was actually really cute. There's some really cute moments in that. I was like, okay, I like that. It's funny. That's some pretty funny stuff. But I've never watched Ruby. I've heard from a lot of people that Ruby gets really bleh. Like later, I heard later in the series, people say it gets really whack. I don't know. That's what I heard. People say they don't like what Ruby's become now. Obviously, because what's his name? The creator, he's dead. Unfortunately, You know, bless his soul. You know, I remember when I used to watch his videos back in the day. When he made like the Dead Fantasy and like Haloid, he made those videos. Those shits were fucking awesome. And when I heard he died, I was like, man, that's really sad. Such a young age too. He's like in his, I think he was like in his late 20s. Like that was really sad. And I heard people, they said like, I don't know if it's because after he passed away, why it got bad. But I heard like they just said lately, like the later episode, it's just gotten fucking cringe, dude. It's gotten really cringe. That's why I never watched it. You know, I like the characters, you know, but it's just like, I'm good. I didn't even bother trying to watch it because it just didn't seem. I think I would watch it and I'd probably just drop it anyway. So I didn't even bother. Yeah, well, probably because it's become corporate. You know, they just write shit just because it makes money. They don't care anymore. Yeah, Monty Ohm is his name. Monty Ohm. That's the original creator of Ruby. And yeah, if you would have seen what his series has become, he'd be like, "This is not what I wanted." I could see he'd be kind of ashamed how it's just become like a shameless cash grab. It's like it's just they really don't care anymore. It's like WWE. Like that's another thing. I'm sure you guys have probably watched wrestling back in the day when WWF back when it was good. WWE's a fucking joke now, man. WWE is garbage, man. That is like the biggest garbage wrestling like all time right now. Like my God, like it's gotten. It was bad before, but now it's gotten super bad. I'm like, holy fuck! It's like, why do people keep watching this goddamn shit? It's such trash. Like it's been trash for years. People keep fucking watching it, man. I was like, dude, this fucking shit is garbage, man. I stopped watching WWE probably back in 2000, like 9 or 2010, like around there. I was getting really tired of it. Like for me, the pinnacle of WWE was Attitude Era. Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. That, to me, was the pinnacle. And then I watched it for a little bit afterwards, and I started seeing the decline. I was like, yeah, I'm not really liking WWE. And then ever since, I think it was ever since Roman Reigns came in. What was the name of his group? What was the name of his posse? You guys remember? What was the name of Roman Reigns' posse? I forgot the name of his group that he has, his little trio. I think that's when I started getting really sick of WWE. I was like, oh boy, it's Roman Reigns, and he's barely starting to get pushed in the right direction. I don't remember the names of those people. It's like, yeah, it's how much I don't. Like, them guys. I'm like, yeah, I don't remember. That's how much I don't care. But yeah, WWE is just like the worst wrestling you can possibly watch now. And people still following it so religiously, and they're like, White Knight fanboys. I'm like, dude, fuck that garbage, man. You should stop watching garbage. Stop giving them their money. Stop allowing them to just keep making shit. So that's why I jumped ship, but I'm done. And I'm starting to do that more. If I don't like something, I just jump ship. I'm done. I'm not gonna let you hold me to you because just because you're playing with my emotions because I love WWE, so I won't leave because I'm loyal to it. I'm like, nah, dude, fuck the loyalty. Like, it's like if you're not making a good product, I'm not gonna fucking follow it. It's like Strive, I love Guilty Gear, but I don't blindly follow Strive because it's fucking Arc System Works. Like, nah, dude. I tell Arc System Works, dude, you guys gotta try harder. Yeah, that's the thing, and that's where I am with Genshin. I'm attached to it. But I'm willing to let go. The thing is, I will let go. I let go of Final Fantasy 11, my biggest addiction of all time, my number one video game addiction of all time. That's no joke. That is my number one. Took me 15 years to let go of that game. 15 years. I played since 2004 all the way up to 2019, 2020. That's no joke. Like 15, 16 years straight, I played that game. And it's like I finally cut ties with it. I finally turned away from it. And I said, enough. I'm done with this fucking game. I don't want to play it anymore. I have no desire to play it. I have no interest to come back. There's nothing for me. Like the sentiment of like what it represented for me, everything's gone. Like all my friends are gone. My goals are achieved. I don't have anything left to strive for. There's nothing holding me back. So why stay? Like, what's the point? It's empty. So I just said fuck it, and then it was hard for me to leave. But once my friends all quit, and once I realized that my goals were already done, I had nothing attached to it. There was nothing. It was just more habitual. You just do it because you're used to doing it. And I was just like, nah, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done with it. I'm completely done with it. Yeah, I'll move on. That's the difference between those people and me. I will move on. And I'm gonna do the same probably with Genshin. I'm probably gonna move on. Hell, I might leave for a year and not even still want to come back. I'll be like, nah, I don't even miss it. I'll play something else. Something drastic would have to change for me to come back. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna drop Genshin until something changes. And even then, if and I don't think Mohoyo's gonna change anything. That's the thing. I don't think Mohoyo's gonna do shit. I think Mohoyo's gonna double down and be like, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing if you like it or not. Okay, well, see you later. All that money I've been giving you? Yeah, I'm not giving you. Yeah, games are great. Yeah, it's nice playing with people and then I mean, eventually you will get tired of something. It doesn't matter what you play. Eventually, it becomes tiresome. You've milked it for what all the enjoyment it's worth. I mean, even Melty Blood type Lumina, it ain't gonna last me for fucking years. It'll probably last me for months. I can see myself playing it for a few months, and I'll probably stop playing it. That's with any game. That's any fighting game. Even Guilty Gear, it lasts about a couple months. But it's good to play like multiple good games, so you're kind of juggling it around, so the feeling lasts longer. But yeah, ultimately, you want. It's nice to have new experiences because obviously those new experiences keep things fresh. So you have something to put your energy towards, but there will be a point where that feeling leaves because you've kind of just milked everything out of it that you can. So even with Melty Blood, yeah, the feeling will last a few months, and I probably after that I'll probably start like, yeah, I'm gonna play something else. Like I don't hate it, I love it, I enjoyed it, but it's only gonna last so long. That's with anything. It'd be nice if things last forever. It would be nice, but they don't. But it's good to have constantly new things to fall in love with. So you always have that feeling where you're just like, man, I'm all. It's just you feel yourself kind of growing, feel yourself just experiencing new things. So your brain is very intrigued by everything you do. So you're kind of like you're feeding it. Your brain's hungry for something different, and then you kind of nurture that by giving it new things. So you feel stimulated in what you're doing. Obviously, there's no stimulation when I'm playing Genshin now because I'm on auto repeat. I literally am on auto repeat. That's no joke. I am literally just repeating the motions with Genshin. I'm not really doing anything, and my brain is not stimulated at all. Like I'm just playing just because I don't really feel the need to play. Because I do the same thing every day. It's not challenging. It's not. It's just more the thing I'm thinking about is how fast can I get this done? That's literally what I'm thinking. How fast can I get this shit done so I can do something else? And if I'm extremely focused on it, I could probably get it done probably in 15 minutes if I'm fast. And then I'd be like, cool, it's done. I don't have to do, and there's things I pass that I don't need to do. The only two things I care about in the game that are worth doing is the resin and the dailies for the gems. That's it. I don't got to do artifacts. I can give a shit less about artifacts. I don't have to do, I don't do ore farming. I got too many ores. I don't really have to do spiral. I can. I don't need to though. But well, that's the thing. I've done everything that's exciting in Genshin. I've exploited all of it. I've done it too. I have combed it. I have combed the desert like with a fine tooth comb. I have literally gone through every fucking nook and cranny, covered like 99% of the shit. It's just the only thing left is a couple chests. So like, okay, I get those couple chests. Then what? Like it's like there's still nothing. Yeah, it is. It's just rush in, log in, do dailies. That's what I think what I'm going to do to change things up so the stream is not getting so boring. Because I have a feeling like Lide and other people are bored coming to my stream now because all you guys see me do is Genshin. And I feel like I used to be a more like popular streamer when people used to watch me. Like, oh man, you're always playing these neat games. Like you're always like finding new stuff. Like you're always playing interesting things, and people like that because you're like I like being that guy where I'm playing games that nobody else really plays, or it's kind of low key. I would like show people games that they've never seen before, and they would be like, "Oh, you actually like that game?" Like, "Oh my god, you actually know what that is?" I'm like, and I like doing that because it was kind of neat because I'd always play stuff that's kind of weird. Or, I just pick up a weird game and like, oh, check this game out. Like, oh, the game looks really cool. And it was always fresh because I'm always playing something different. But lately, it's just been Genshin, 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 Genshin. The occasional game, Genshin, 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 Genshin. That's literally what I do. My whole 90% of my schedule is just Genshin. That's all it is. It's Genshin. That's all I fucking do is Genshin. And it's just like, man, I can imagine how many people on my stream don't want to watch me. So it's like, man, maybe I need to stop. Maybe what I'm gonna try doing, I think this is what I'm gonna try doing. Once my currency runs out for the 9 days, I think I'm gonna stop streaming Genshin altogether. I think what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to do my dailies, literally log in, do my four commissions, and just do my resin. That's it. Don't do don't do anything else. If there's an event, sure, it takes 5 minutes, whatever, but don't stream it. Just don't stream it. Just literally just take 30 minutes max out of my day, and then once I'm done with it, and I'll stream an actual game instead. It's that way. That way, when I'm streaming, I guess it feels kind of like a little bit of like a chore. I'm just finishing my chore before I do something else. Also, if I'm not gonna honestly log in daily, there's no reason for me to buy the Welcome Moon. It'll give me no incentive to log in at that point because I'm not gonna log in for 60 gems. That's like nothing. I'll log in for 150 gems because that's quite a bit. That's a lot of extra boost. But just for 60 gems, that's like not really worth it. It's really not much of an incentive. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. So I think people will agree with me on that. just to try something different because I think it's time for a change. I think I need to do something different because I'm getting tired of just doing. 60 isn't worth it at all, dude. You're literally spending 3 days to get one pull. 3 fucking days for one pull. At least when you have the 150, that's like a pull a day. That's actually pretty substantial. You know, so, and also because I spent money, it gives me incentive to play because now I'm spending real money. I need to make sure I get my full value out of it. You know, $5 is nothing. I don't mind spending $5. That's nothing. I can afford $5. But I did stop. I used to do Battle Pass all the time. I was playing a lot. I was spending $15 a month for like 4 or 5 months. No, it's like 6 months straight, just doing that all the time. And then I started to realize, like, why am I buying? Once I got the weapon I wanted, I did it for 7 months. Sorry, 7 months straight. And then after that, I stopped last month. I said, nah, I'm done with Battle Pass. I noticed I think that's when the decline was, like, I was starting to getting more towards the quitting phase. Because the fact that it's like, you know what, I'm done with Battle Pass. I'm not doing Battle Pass anymore. Now I'm at the point where I'm contemplating giving up Welcome Moon. So once I give up Welcome Moon, I think that's like the sign where you're like, yeah, I think you're done logging into this game. So if I honestly stopped buying Welcome Moon, I think I'm gonna stop playing altogether. Because at that point, it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna come back. That way, there's no obligation for me to come back. Because I don't have to worry I'm not spending money. You know, whatever. I'll just come back when I feel like it, you know, and maybe a year will go by and then there'll be a shit ton of content for me to do. And then I get back into it again and I fall in love again. You know, and then things change at that point. But as of now, there's just nothing driving me, you know, to do anything. You know, I have no desire to do anything, you know. It's like, oh my god, like, I don't want to do anything in this game. You know, but maybe that's a sign. I think it's a sign. I really do think it's a sign to say, hey, you know, it's been on my mind lately. I haven't been talking about it lately, but it has been. And I've been watching other videos, and people explaining exactly how the same way I feel. It's definitely, I'm not alone in this. So, I'm glad I'm not alone. You know, a lot of famous streamers are saying the same thing, but I've been feeling that way long before they've been feeling that way. I'm reconfirming what I'm saying. Is I know I'm not being delusional. And it's like, no, there's something wrong right now. The game is going down a bad path. The future of Genshin is not looking very good right now. And until MiHoYo does something to change things, which I don't think they will, unless the majority of their player base left, then they go into panic mode because then they'll be like, "What's going on? Why is everybody quitting our game?" Yeah, like I said, if you're a newer player, if you're a player that has not played in a long time, like you're just starting and you've quit for several months and you came back, oh yeah, you'll have a smorgasbord of things to do. Yeah, newcomer, oh man, it's fucking, you're a kid in a candy store. You'll have months of content. Yeah, that's the problem is they don't care about they don't care about the old players. They care about the new players. What's up, Sullivan? How you doing, dude? Yeah, you came to the Genshin Impact drama stream right now. We were talking about how Genshin is not looking good right now, and the anniversary was so bad. I'm okay. Just chilling. I said we're talking about the future of Genshin because I'm getting to that point where I think I'm gonna quit. So I might end up not. I'm thinking about leaving Genshin. I'm getting to that point where it's just like there's nothing holding me to the game right now. I just don't feel like playing anymore. I'm tired of the dailies. I'm tired of doing the same shit every fucking day for the last God knows how many months and nothing changing. It's just the occasional. Oh look, I got a new area. Okay, back to business as usual. The following week or the following couple days, it's like, yep, doing the same shit again. It gets really fucking repetitive. I have nothing to aim for. So, but yeah, I think I have a feeling more than likely I'm gonna probably leave Genshin. I really didn't think I was gonna do it at first, but then after realizing what Mihoyo was doing, I'm like, yeah, Mihoyo, you need to get your shit together right now because I hate what they're doing right now. It's pissing me off. Like Mihoyo's legit pissing me off right now. So they just don't care about the serious gamers. Like, that's what I feel like. That's I'm gonna bring that up. I know this is kind of related to games in general. I feel like the players like us that want something more, that want something like we're like I don't know, like I guess you could say the true gamers. Like we don't matter. Like we don't matter to these companies. They just matter to the casuals, the ones that barely play, the ones that don't really are not into the game. They that's the ones that they fucking focus on. It's like they don't focus on the real players, the ones that want something more. We're just a backseat. Like we don't care. They don't care about us. So that's how fighting games are nowadays. Like fighting games, I feel don't nurture the people that want something more. And Melty Blood's one of the exceptions. Of the newer games is not dumbing it down, not giving us less, giving us more, feeding that desire to aspire for higher rather than just settling for the status quo or just again pertaining to the majority because we got to dumb everything down, we got to make it accessible, we got to simplify things because people don't like complicated stuff because that they don't want to think. I'm like, okay, well, some of us want to think. Some of us actually want to aim towards something. Well, that's the SpongeBob episode. I mean, that's honestly. I mean, nobody likes to work. Work is repetitive, dude. Work is really repetitive. It doesn't matter what job you do, even if it's a job you love doing. Like I'm a computer technician, and I love computers. I love learning new things, but even then, like working a computer job, I got tired of it after a year, for years. Getting into like the third, fourth year, I was getting bored of it because it was just like the same old shit. It doesn't matter what you do. It's like you do anything too much, it gets boring. Yeah, beginner friendly. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that they make games for beginners. I mean, it's cool. I'm not saying they can't have that, but I don't like it well, what about us? What about the other people that want something more? But they don't do that. They don't care about the people that want more. They want the people they want beginner friendly. So they make everything beginner friendly. I'm like, well, I don't want to play something beginner friendly. I want to play something that's more intense, more challenging, or just makes more gives me motivation to play and actually become better. But games don't seem to do that anymore because money. That's the whole reason. It's money. Because it's like, oh, why pertain to like Strive? It's like Guilty Gear Strive. They obviously didn't care about the fans because they're like, well, we can get 500,000 new players to play our game and love it rather than try to focus on the 50,000 that are diehard dedicated Guilty Gear fans. You know, they literally threw us to the side because they can make 10 times more money pertaining to the newbies and the newcomers. They don't care about us. So they're willing to sacrifice us to make more money. It's all about the money. We don't matter. We are irrelevant. We are. They just threw us in the trash. Basically, like, oh, you guys, yeah, we don't give a fuck about you guys. You can all rot in hell if all we care. That's how I feel. I really feel like that. I really feel like I'm just trash. I'm like, okay, well, and see you later. Nice knowing you. You know, it's like goodbye. I don't care about you anymore. Yeah, I agree. They need to add something, man. They need to give us more in-game content. You know, they need to. Like, I don't think it's a maybe. No, they need to. There needs to be, like, at least 3 different in-game events. Yeah, exactly. These companies are so greedy. They rather just make more money and do minimal work. And, you know, it's kind of shameful, you know? It's shameful. You rest on your laurels. It's no different than WWE's doing. Vince McMahon is a businessman. He's a smart businessman, but he doesn't give a fuck about his product being interesting. He just cares about, oh, okay, how much money do I make out of it? That's all he gives a fuck about. He doesn't care about the integrity. He doesn't care about, you know, making it a better product. No, he likes status quo, man. Yeah, just keep doing the same thing. We don't fucking care. Everybody will watch it because it's WWE. Yeah, except a few people like me who actually stand up against it and go fuck yourself. I'm out of here. And I'm never coming back. They don't care. Most of those companies don't give a shit. They don't love their fans. They don't love the product. It's not passion. It's all fueled by it's all fueled by money, man. It's all fueled by money. Even like I said, even Guilty Gear Strive went that direction. You know, you can see where they got a taste of the money. And it's like, oh, watch, we're gonna see this new era of Arc System Works. They're just gonna dumb everything down and make it all fucking accessible because, oh man, them millions, them hundreds of millions of dollars, oh man, we got a taste of the big time. Okay, just keep doing that. And watch, it's going to get to the point where they're just going to be lazy. They're going to do the most minimal amount of work and be like, all right, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing because that's all we have to do. We already made it to the top. Everybody buys our shit because it's no different than like Rockstar Games making, you know, reporting Grand Theft Auto 5 for God knows how many fucking years. What, 10 years? They've literally been re-releasing that game for 10 years and still haven't made a new Grand Theft Auto game. Because why? Because everybody keeps buying it. PS5 price says 2 million copies. Easy. Minimal ass job that they have to do. Little to no work. That's why they don't never have to make another Grand Theft Auto. They don't. They have no reason to. They never will. Why not? Say, oh, I can make $100 million just re-releasing it on another platform? Okay, do it again. Because these guys are idiots, and it's because the only people that are to blame is everybody else that buys it. It's the consumer. It's their fault. The reason why they keep doing it is because it's your fault. You enable it. They are just like, you're the sucker. Well, stop giving them your money. That's why I don't buy like a lot of those games anymore. I stopped buying that shit. Like, fuck them. I'm gonna go buy something. I'm gonna buy a good game, or buy a product that deserves my money. You know, because like, hey, there are a lot of good games out there, a lot of indie games that are really fucking fantastic. That put AAA to shame in terms of quality. I mean, there's some good AAA games, there's some. I'm not saying they're all bad. Final Fantasy VII Remake was passion. That was made with passion. Give that credit. Resident Evil 8 was a good game. You know, there are some good ones. I'm not saying they're all bad, but a lot of them are bad. A lot. There's more bad than good, that's for sure, with AAA companies. Yeah, you don't see a lot of innovation anymore. Yeah, I know a lot of indie companies, yeah, they get fucked over in some way. It's sad. And some games don't even come to fruition because of money. You don't have the money to do it. They have passion, but you kind of have to pay the bills. I mean, money's a necessary evil. You need to survive. I mean, you can't live on goodwill. But I've honestly played in the last 2, 3 years, man, I've played some of the most incredible indie games. Where it's just like, damn, there's some good shit out there. Amazing games. Where it's like, damn, like this is made with so much passion. You can really feel it. You know? But the sad that those games don't do very well. The passionate games kind of just, nobody seems to care about them. Too busy focusing on mainstream because mainstream is what everybody plays. Like, oh, I play it because famous person plays it. I gotta play it. That's why everybody plays Strive because famous people play it. So it must be good if famous people play it. I gotta follow it because he plays it. But since Melty Blood is not getting any attention by famous people, I mean Maximilian, for God's sakes, isn't even acknowledging that it exists. Like, I know he's a big voice for fighting games. Maximilian has not said a goddamn word about Type Lumina. He doesn't even acknowledge its existence. I'm like, holy shit. Like, he really doesn't like Melty Blood. From what I heard, he really, really doesn't like it. So, I know he's got a huge voice when it comes to fighting games. But it's just like, yep. If famous people like him aren't paying attention to Melty Blood, no one's going to pay attention to it. Because, it's just sad that that's how people are influenced. They only pay attention to what's popular. What famous people say. They don't think for themselves. Yeah, I hated Among Us, dude. Among Us was such a like a woke thing. It's like, oh, you mean that game that came out the year before? But then for some reason it got all woke because of someone famous playing it? Like, this game is old. Like, why is everybody still talking about it? What do you mean, Lide? What are you talking about? Same, what do you mean by same? Lide, what do you mean? What was that in response to? Oh yeah, I fucking Among Us is like, God, man, like, again, it's called being woke, and oh man, so woke to that shit. I'm woke to that game because famous person played it, so goddamn woke. It's like it was a good game before the famous person played it, but because famous person plays it, oh fucking god, millions of fucking cops, billions of people running over to like little lemmings. It's like, it doesn't exist unless famous person says it. It's like, okay. So Melty Blood will be a failed game because no famous person talks about it. Okay. Whatever. You know what? And you know what? In a sense, I know it's going to sound kind of weird. But, I'm kind of glad. Maybe I'm like, you know what? I hope Melty Blood doesn't get famous. I hope nobody notices the game. Because you know why? Because I don't want I don't want Type Moon or the companies that make Melty Blood French bread. I don't want them to get a big head, because then when they get a big head, that means they start resting on their laurels. Because imagine if Melty Blood sold like a million copies. You can imagine how different their company thinking would be at that point. because now that they got a taste of that money, of the fame and the fortune, you know, it changes people, and I feel like companies change for the worse because of it. Because it's all about the money, man. It's all about the fucking money. But when they're forced to try hard and actually make a good product and actually try to sell it just on good merit, you know, they do well enough, but it's not enough for them to get lazy. So if this, I have a feeling this game's only going to sell like 50,000 copies, which is not terrible. It's not great though, but it's good enough. You know, I'm sure that they sold that many, they'd be like, yeah, that's okay. Like it's like we did okay. Like what's 50,000? What is that? Like 2.5 million? Because if they sell $50 a pop, it's times 50 times 50,000. That's what 2.5 million. So if they made that, I'm sure they'd be happy. Like modest, they'd be modest happy. Like, hey, we did a good job. You know, it's not amazing, but it's good. You know, it's a profit. Minecraft, fucking Minecraft. I never liked Minecraft. Never got into it. But yeah, I want Melty Blood to stay small. So I don't really want it to become famous because I have this like impression that it's like don't go down that dark path. Don't be. It's like success will bring your ruin. Like your integrity is gonna go out the door when you hit success. It's like it just seems like it goes hand in hand. Like you never see like the greed just kicks in and it takes over. And then you start to see the game suffer because of it. You know, they treat their employees bad. They make them work harder. They don't compensate them fairly. The game production goes down because they don't have to try. There's no passion. A lot of times these teams leave because the passion in the team dies. So then guess what? It becomes corporate. That's why do you think like some people leave like old companies? Like for example, Capcom. All the Capcom fighting talent moved to somewhere else. That's why all their fighting games are shit. That's why they're non-existent. Because they're like, I don't want to be around this fucking company. This company's terrible. Like they don't care about us. All they care about is just making more Street Fighter games because that's what makes millions of dollars, and it'll sell millions of copies just because it's Street Fighter, and they know that. They know that deep down. They know that's all they have to do. And it'll sell. It will sell bonkers money. And it's sad. You see that and like, wow. There's so many IPs and you don't fucking use any of them. You use one goddamn fighting IP. One. Out of God knows how many that they have made. Probably at least 10, 20 that they have. But they don't even use any of them. Because they don't have to. Yep, what's up, you bankster? How you doing, dude? Well, Capcom of the non-fighting game division's fine. Like Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, and Monster Hunter are doing very well. So that division's okay. It's the fighting game division that I don't like. That's cool. You just got home. Yeah, we're just talking IBD's one. Cool. That's cool. Didn't take you that long. Now you can focus on two. Yeah, we're just talking about companies, and I was telling Artemis that I'm gonna probably be quitting Genshin Impact. I'm getting kind of fed up with the game, so I'm at that point right now where I think I'm gonna take a break for a while. Probably not gonna stream it anymore because I'm getting really fed up with the game because of the lack of updates, and Mihoyo just pissed me off with the latest like anniversary shit. Was just so pathetic. General fighting games in general aren't looking too hot right now. Like Melty Blood's the only honestly, out of all the fighting games I've seen recently, like, especially with anime fighters, Melty Blood was the biggest breath of fresh air, in my opinion. It was like, wow, like I'm actually looking at a real anime fighter, like the deeper ones I'm used to seeing. The ones that are kind of like the crazy, over the top ones. Oh, hey, I'm not saying, no, the Adventure, believe me, no, Melty Blood is still hype train. We're still on the hype train. Believe me, I'm not mad at Melty Blood. I'm just saying I'm mad at how a lot of companies that are big and they're getting when they get big for their britches, it just goes downhill. That's why Strive is garbage because they got a taste of the success. It got to their head. They compromise the game's integrity to appease to the majority for money. So that's what happens when games like they compromise their identity just in the name of cash. And that's why I'm like when you see that happen, games go downhill. They start. You think so? I don't believe that. I don't know why people say how is Guilty Gear Strive and Melty Blood even in the same league in terms of how they play. I don't understand that one at all. They're saying, "Oh, Guilty Gear Strive's just like Melty Blood." I'm like, wait, what? Like, how? Like, explain to me how these two games are gonna have the same exact problem. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Guilty Gear's problem, besides the balance is fucking awful, is the lack of options. Like, Guilty Gear Strive has no options. Like, it's so limited what you can do in that game. Like, Melty Blood does not have that problem, from what I'm seeing. Melty Blood, man, if you say Melty Blood Strive looks like it's very linear and limited, man, I don't know what kind of game you're looking at, because I don't see that at all. I see a lot of potential in Melty Blood. I see a lot going on. There's a lot going on. The mobility options, the options in general are very expansive. There's lots to do in the game. I don't think it's boring at all. The only problem, there's two problems I see Melty Blood. Two potentially big problems. The biggest one is the roster. I think that's going to hurt the game. It's only 12 characters. It's a very small roster. That can be potentially harmful. Because if they don't bring out DLC, like if they don't capitalize on the DLC right away, I think that's going to be a huge mistake. If they literally just stay at 12 characters and they just stay like that for like years, it's going to kill the game. I think they need to really start jumping on the DLC right off the bat. After they see if it does well. Like if the game launches strong, has good netcode, and like everybody loves the game, speaking very highly of it. It makes us competitive scene grows. They need to immediately start capitalizing on the DLC. Like, hey, we need to start getting these characters out. Like, because if they wait too long, I think that's not a good idea. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I think a lot of people are jealous of Melty Blood. You know what? I think a lot of people are just hating on Melty Blood because they're afraid it's gonna outdo Strive. Like they're afraid that the game is like actually gonna be a good game. It's like what do you like? What I don't understand. Like, why are you afraid of Melty Blood like taking away the Guilty Gear Strive players? It's like I'm sorry because maybe Guilty Gear Strive needs to step its game up. I'm sorry because we can't. They wanted to keep it status quo. I just want everybody to play Strive. I don't want anybody else to play anything else. I just wanted everybody on Strive, and that way Melty Blood doesn't do well, so Strive can just keep doing what it's doing. I'm like, oh really? Like I think that'd be awesome because that forces competition. Competition is always good for the consumer. If Melty Blood literally deals a hard blow to Guilty Gear Strive, where it's actually like, holy shit, Guilty Gear Strive is actually, a threatened. I think that's a good sign. I like to see the little guy win. I like to see the little guy actually strut its muscle. Where it's like, hey, it's not all about good looks. It's not all about, big name. You can make something great if you just actually put heart into it. I think, hey, show them up. Show them up. And go. And then looking at themselves, why do they like that game more than our game? I said, because it's a better game. It plays better. There's expression here. And I'll keep stating that till the cows come home. Is Melty Blood has expression. Like, I don't feel like the game's going to just tell you can't do a lot of things. Like, the game looks like you can go absolute bonkers, like, with whatever you want. I don't feel like I'm going to be playing like somebody else. Like, when I play Strive, I literally feel like I'm just ripping a page out of somebody else's book. I literally feel like when someone watches me play Strive, you're just watching another person. You can interchange me with anybody. Like, a lot of people say, what's his name? Dark Knight or whatever, Lord Knight, is the best melee in the fucking world. And everybody plays like him. Everybody does the same exact things he does. He does the optimal shit. Combos, same thing, setups, everything. And that's who I play like, because I can't play my own way. The game doesn't let me. So it's like, okay, so if you don't play like everybody else, don't bother playing. I don't think you're going to have that problem in Melty Blood. I think Melty Blood's going to let you be very expressive of what you can do. I'm already brainstorming all the things I can do in Melty. Like, I see the potential. Like, you can cancel this, you can do this, you can do this. Even when you watch the preview videos, how varied everything was. Like, I never saw anything kind of repeated at all. Like, all the combos were pretty unique in the videos. You didn't just see just the one bread and butter all the time. Like you do in Strive, you just literally see bread and butters. That's all you see. Even high-level play, it's just bread and butters. Same thing. But I know for a fact, I mean, you're absolutely right, Lady. I think Strive is not going to be bothered by Melty Blood. I think Melty Blood is not going to harm Strive in that regard. I think Melty Blood will do comfortably okay. I think people will talk about it, but I think there's going to be a lot of haters out there obviously going to bring it down. They're going to be people that just are going to just shit on it because they don't want to see it succeed. It's almost like a bully. Like they like picking on the weak. Like they see Melty Blood as weak, so Melty Blood shouldn't exist. They want to see it die and fail and no one talk about it. Like, they want only the quote unquote worthy games to be talked about. It's like, oh well, if you're not Guilty Gear or DBZ, you shouldn't exist. That's basically what like the fanboys think. It's like, no, real anime games are these two games. If you're anything else other than that, you shouldn't exist. Like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. Ignorant thinking. But yeah, I think Melty Blood, like I said, I think one thing that's lacking in games nowadays is expression. Individuality is something that's really severely lacking in fighting games lately. There's just no expression anymore. The games are getting away from that. Developers are making you play the game one way, the way they want you to play. Oh yeah, people say, you know what though? Here's my counteract to that. Would you rather it be busted or be fucking overly balanced and boring? That's a question too. Sometimes it's actually good to be a little broken because it lets you do more. I mean, you can always tweak it, but I'd rather do more than do less. What's more important, fun factor or balance? What's more important? Think about it that way. What's more important, fun factor or balance? I'll take fun factor over it any day of the week. Honestly, balance is not everything. A lot of games that are overly balanced are super fucking boring. So I'd rather take fun over balance any day of the week. You can at least you can at least adjust the balance. Don't take away the fun. That's where Guilty Gear I felt was missing. It was so focused on easing things up that it forgot about the fun. It literally, it's like Guilty Gear's not fun, and they even admitted, like in the latest the backyard thing, they were talking about how they're trying to make the game more fun in the next patch. I'm like, so you admit the game is fucking boring. You're admitting it right there. The fact that you're saying that the fun factor is a problem, it's like, okay, so you're admitting it. You're admitting the game has a problem. It's not fun. It isn't. So, I'm right. It's like, so why isn't it fun? It's because you don't give people options. You've taken away so much from us. More is always better. Like, I'd rather have more. Give me more, man. I don't want less. I want more, man. Especially from a series that's always been about more. And this game has just did a complete 180. Went, oh yeah, we're taking away everything. We're making it the most simplest form possible. We reconstructed from the ground. We trimmed all the fat off. And it's a really untasty steak. It really is. It's like eating a ribeye steak with no fat. Like, well, that's what makes the steak taste good. It's the fat. The fat gives it flavor. They literally just trimmed all the fat off Guilty Gear. And it's just a basic ass bitch steak. I'm like, oh, no seasoning, no nothing. No flavoring. Just nothing. Just basic. Just meat. It's like eating grounded hamburger meat. Yeah, I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for Arc System Works to prove me wrong. Like, next month when they do the update, like, please, by all means, prove me wrong. I would love for you guys to come out and make the game super fucking fun. Right, this is what I'm talking about. If they did that, I'd be fucking a pig in shit. But I'll be honest, with the first update that they did, the first balance patch, that already tells me right off the bat that you have a lot to be worried about. Because that balance patch was garbage. It was so minimalistic that it just did hardly next to nothing. Like, the only two glaring changes I saw with that balance patch was, they literally breaking Angie, because Angie just looks dumb as shit now. He looks like a Mugen character, the way he functions, like his Ryujin just being able to cancel at any time he wants to without hitting. I'm like, this looks kind of stupid. Like, it just looks like, what are you guys doing? Like, I don't get it. Like, do you know how to make this game better? That's not it. That's not the way. And then Soul Bad Guy is like, oh, look, we just adjusted him by 1 frame on his moves. And put more active frames on his DP. It's like, yay? I'm supposed to be thrilled? And then also what Eno's dashing just got really stupid. They made Eno's dash like ridiculous. It's just dumb changes that don't make the game any better. If anything, it's just people are just gonna abuse those moves even more now. Because they're fucking so busted. So okay, now we just do this one move because it's so fucking good. Well, okay. Yay. He didn't fix anything. People are still playing the game exactly the same way. Do you see that balance patch? Do you see anybody fucking playing anything any different? Nope. Everybody's playing exactly the same way. No one's changing anything. No one's discovering new shit. Except Soul, because Soul can play the game in his own way. He's the only person that plays he's the only person in the game that plays oh, I can play Guilty Gear. That's the only character that has that ability. Where he can actually do more because of the system allows him to, because him specifically. Yeah, it's good looking garbage. It's good looking shit. That's all it is. I mean, I know you don't play fighting games, you Bankster, but I think if you had, if you knew fighting games like we do, I think you would see things and you would kind of understand it better. I know you don't really play them, so you probably maybe don't fully understand where we're coming from. So, because I guess maybe you can't relate to it because you don't play the games on the level we do, or the experience we have with them. So, I wish I could show you, kind of give you an idea. That's what I mean, because you're an RPG person. I wish I could relate it to you in your terms where you can see it and you go, oh, I get what you're talking about. Because I think some people don't understand, when I mention the things that I mentioned, people look at you what are you talking about? I don't get what you're saying. I've had literally people just get confused when I say creative expression. They go, what is that? I don't get that. What does that matter? I'm you don't really understand what that means? Don't you want to be unique? When you play something, especially when you're being competitive, don't you want to be unique? Don't you want to be your own person when you play? Or do you want to just be like everybody else? Yeah, Kai is stupid honest and Strive. It's boring honest. Even Exert, even though Exert he was pretty honest too, but he is more interesting, Exert, way more interesting. Yeah, controls is a big thing, having mobility, how things feel. You feel like you can do anything. That's the thing. When you put the controls in your hand, you play a game, and you really feel like you have the ability to do whatever you want. And whatever you imagine yourself doing, it happens. That's how I know a good fighting game is Melty Blood or Guilty Gear Xrd, because everything in that game, when I play those games, I feel like I'm in full control. And anything I can think of in my head is doable. Let me try this, let me try it. It happens. It's doable. You can do it. The game doesn't tell you no. The game's no, go ahead. Do it. And it makes me feel good when I play. I get a high from it. And when people watch you play, and they see how different you are, because you're actually trying to create something for yourself. So you're very unique in how you play the game. I feel like only I play this way. Nobody plays like I do. But then the way things are now, it's everybody just plays like each other. Because you can't do much because the system doesn't allow you to. The game's no, you have to play this way and only this way. And I'm tired of that. It makes me not want to try, because it's oh, if I have to play like everybody else, then what fun is that? I might as well just pick up a cheat book and just, have someone play for me. That's about the same equivalency I would get out of it. But yeah, that's ultimately how I feel, dude. It's just they limit stuff way too much, and it just feels like shit, dude. It really does. Seeing if they put any new videos up. I don't think so. Yeah, they haven't put any new videos up. They showed Red Arcwood and Coma And then the last video, that was yesterday. But they'll probably show another one probably the next day. I know they're gonna show probably 3 more videos. They'll probably show one tonight, another one the next day, and then another one the next day, and that'll be it. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, it's just the way it is, unfortunately. That's how games are now. So that's why you have to look elsewhere for other things. There's other stuff out there. You just gotta look for it. It exists. You just gotta find it. It does exist. Yeah, I would say look later today. They'll probably have the second Arcwood, Red Arcwood video. Probably later today. I'm pretty sure. Because we're too close to the release, so that they have 3 videos left that they're going to show. So I'm pretty sure they're going to show one each day until the release. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. RPGs for me, it depends on the RPGs. Ease is one of those RPGs I felt got away from the norm. Ease was hey, we want to make a fun RPG. We don't give a shit about graphics. Because Ease is not a visually appealing game. It's not definitely not current gen. People look at Ease and go, "Oh, Ease looks old." It looks like a game from last gen. I'm like, yeah, it does. It doesn't look anything impressive. Ease 9 looks like a PS3 game, a high-res PS3 game, maybe PS4 beginning gen game. It doesn't look anything special, but they focus on the gameplay, which what makes it so much fun. Oh, you like Shin Megami Tensei? That's cool. Mm. But we'll see. Yeah, like I said, hopefully this channel we do something a bit different. Like I said, I think I'm gonna stop playing Genshin. So I probably won't be streaming it anymore, starting probably next week. Probably just gonna give it up and just run. I'm just running out my Welcome Moon. I'm not gonna reactivate it. Yeah, I agree. I will sacrifice graphics for better gameplay and for better overall experience and better music. Give me everything else except the graphics. As long as the graphics are good, they don't have to be amazing. Just good, just solid, But yeah, gameplay, music, story, character development, all that shit. That's what matters. Graphics is my least concern. Don't make the game look fucking butt ugly. I'm just saying, it doesn't need to be where all the budget goes, is what I mean. Like a lot of companies do. They focus so much on the graphics. And not as much on it, and not as much as everything else. Yeah, well, have fun with that, Bankster, with these 2. You'll enjoy it. And you could, once you play those games and beat them, then you start playing the other Ys games. You play Ultimate Volgana, Ys Origins, you'll start seeing the difference in gameplay. And then when you play the current games, and you'll see even more of a difference. Yeah, I'm tired of the try-hard graphics. Nothing, Melty Blood it's nothing cutting edge. It's like Uniel. It's basically Uniel's engine. They just use Uniel's graphics. I don't know if it's 720p. I noticed all the videos are 720p, so I'm guessing it's a 720p game, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But basically, it's just fucking Uniel with just a Melty Blood skin. That's good enough for me. That's fine with me. But as long as the gameplay I see is where they really put the most of the work into. You can definitely tell they were big on the gameplay. They were focusing a lot on the gameplay. And also the music. The music The composer is fucking god tier awesome. He really knows how to make good music. But I wouldn't say Melty Blood has godly graphics. It's just solid, you know. It's passable. Like it's not on Guilty Gear Strive's level. Strive is like god tier graphics. It's nowhere near that level. But I'd say technologically wise, what you're seeing in Melty Blood, you're not seeing anything technologically advanced. You're not seeing cutting edge. It's like 2016 graphics, 2017 graphics, which is fine. It's passable. It looks good. It's solid. All right, Artemis, good seeing you, man. You take care. Thanks for coming by. I'm about to go to sleep too. I gotta make some phone calls when I wake up tomorrow. But good talking to you. Like I said, it's just we're just waiting for Melty Blood, so just hit up Wednesday. Wednesday is gonna be the big day. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't come out Wednesday, we'll have it for sure Thursday. It's coming out one of the 2 days. But from my understanding, it's supposed to be Wednesday night at 9 p.m. is the release date. Is the release time. If not, then it'll probably be out probably midnight. If not midnight, then probably maybe 8 in the morning the following day. It's one of those. So I know it's coming. So we'll get it one day or the next. I hope it's Wednesday night because I would like to start playing. So yeah, it's Wednesday for PS4 for sure. It's been confirmed on PS4. It's Wednesday because it says it on the PlayStation Store. Yeah, if you look at the Melty Blood Type Lumina edition, it says it right here. See, Melty 29 at on 9 p.m. So that's the U.S. site. So it's coming out Wednesday. So I don't know. The Steam, I'm assuming, would mimic that. But you know, Steam could have problems. They could be like, "Hey, we can't bring it out till the next day." It depends. So no, the PlayStation version's set in stone. But as far as the PC version, it just says the 30th. So it could be the same time as this, but it could also mean the 30th. It might be 8 in the morning. We don't know. I would assume it'd be a simultaneous release. Yes, there's no crossplay. Unfortunately, it's the majority of the players are probably going to be on PC. Because Melty Blood's demographic is mostly PC. PS4 will probably be the second most. Xbox will be the least. So I think the PC version is probably going to sell the most. Just because Melty Blood is the most popular on PC. And if it's not on PC, PS4 will be the second most popular. Xbox, I think, is going to be the least popular. It's kind of surprised they're bringing it on Xbox. I didn't think they would. I thought it would strictly be PC and PS4. Yeah, Sony doesn't want to do it. That's Sony's fault. Sony's the one that's hesitant about doing crossplay. They don't want to get involved. That's why they make it so hard to do it because of the fees and stuff. They don't want crossplay. They say and like, oh, we're not against it. Yeah, you are. You're super against it. That's why you make it so difficult to get for people to use it. They do it on purpose. They charge an arm and a leg, and then they make you go through the process, and it's a pain in the ass. So people don't do it. Say, oh yeah, we'll let you, but you got to jump through a lot of hoops. It's like, okay, never mind, I don't want to do it then. And that's what they want. They don't look good. No one does it. Everything stays exclusively on our platform. You know, Sony does not want to share anything with anybody. They want to keep everything exclusive on their platform. Sony's really greedy. So that's one thing I'll give at least Microsoft, you know. But it's also their platform too, because PC is Microsoft, so they're okay with it. Well, yeah, I agree. I think it's, you know, it's something that should be embraced. Like crossplay, dude. Implement it, dude. Like, stop fighting it, dude. Like, games would be so much better with crossplay, man. Just imagine being able to play anybody on any platform with any game. You can imagine how healthy fighting games would be with having all demographics on one platform. Just everybody within all three platforms or four platforms just being all unified. How many more people you'd have in your community? How healthy the games would be? That'd be huge. Imagine like Melty Blood having all cross-platform. Like how many more players you would find? You'd probably never have a problem finding people online. But because you make it platform specific, you're gonna limit your player base. You're gonna divide your player base. But we'll see. Hopefully, there's some change down the road. Maybe something will finally get up Sony's ass and they'll finally do it. But I'm not holding my breath. I'm a PC guy anyway. I really don't care about Sony. I always play on PC. Like, I avoid PlayStation as much as possible. It's my favorite console, but I'd rather play on PC. If I can get rid of my PS5, I'd get rid of it. I really don't give a shit about the system that much. All right, Master. I'm gonna go to sleep too. I need to go to bed. Well, enjoy Tales. Thanks, Lead A, Gavangster, Artemis. You guys coming over. Good talk. So just 3 more days, guys. Or 2 more days. Just hang in there. We'll be on Melty trains very shortly. You guys can come in. We can talk about it, and I can just immerse in that game and really sit down and enjoy it. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna get very addicted to it. So, anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta get up in like 7 hours to go make some phone calls and help my roommate with some stuff. But yeah, I'll be back on same time tomorrow. Not gonna be on very long, probably like an hour. I mean, like I said, I'm probably gonna stop streaming Genshin starting next week. I'm just gonna stop altogether and just try to play other stuff because I really need to stop streaming Genshin. It's just honestly getting on my nerves. So, anyways, see you guys later. You guys have a good one. Take care. Good night.